want to jump back to the topic that you mentioned up front, which is the work that you are doing to build these vehicles that really kind of offer mobility, everyone more mobility as they age. And we have the situation, sad news about the Queen passing, but certainly she lived for 96 years. So it gives you a sense that people are living longer these days and trying to figure out ways to give them more autonomy as they get older. Tell me where we are in terms of rolling some of these exciting things that I know you and your team are working on out to the broader public.
Yeah, I think the promise of fully autonomous is has gone away, right? I think we're having regulators being a little bit more what's the word? A little bit more strict about making sure that reality meets the needs of users, and that reality needs the reality of what's in the product. I think the difficulty is there's a lot of excitement around autonomy, but as we now know, it's very, very difficult to do, full autonomy because it takes people, people are just such good drivers, actually. Even if you think you're a lousy driver, you are and maybe a decade ahead of some guys available in the cutting edge research teams across the world. And I think it's really a combination of understanding, dynamics of, different actors on the world. So it's actually really an inherent understanding of social interactions between agents, which we call, in software, we call agents on the road, because you have an understanding of how you interact with people, right? And so that's something that, machines don't have. You switch them on, they're like, okay, I see something in front of me, like, what is that? And that's literally where we are today. So thanks to libraries that give them a bunch of data sets that say, okay, this is a person, this is a bicycle, this is a camel, this is a cow,
Yeah.
that's okay, but then they still need to relate to it. So how
Yeah.
do they infer that? Oftentimes in a lot of research papers, you get what they call GPUs, graphical processing units. Very
Yeah.
expensive, very power hungry, very processing hungry, and you can't get them in most vehicles that most of the people will buy, right?
Right.
So in a sense, what you're saying is you have a vehicle that doesn't know where it is, that doesn't have the processing power to infer any relationships, and it doesn't know how people interact. So how on earth are you going to have a safe drive with people doing something else in the car? So I think that's really the problem that we're facing, is that the technology is there at the very high end,
Hmm.
but there is no way you can amortize that over a decent period for a regular mass market customer just to buy at an affordable price. And now, the cost of living is going up, right? Which means
Right.
what's left in your wallet is going down. And so again, we have these price pressures to bring down that technology to a price point where anyone can afford, and that's really tough. So the question really is, where's that juncture between cool innovation and reliability at a really
Hmm.
low cost that everyone can benefit, and that's when you can impact society, right?